Hi guys, my name is Karina and today's video is going to be the #1 reason why people fail on Amazon FBA. And I truly think that there is one specific reason that actually leads to failure in anyone else starting FBA. And when I say failure, I mean not those little bumps in the road that you have that you experience with normal entrepreneurship, where a product launch doesn't work, or maybe your product gets a few negative reviews and is taken down, or you're not selling well. But the #1 most detrimental mistake that does not allow a person to move forward in this business and to just not pursue it whatsoever. And that mistake is just not doing it. That sounds very like it doesn't make sense, but what I mean is that a lot of people, they would go on and they would watch hundreds and thousands, maybe not thousands, but hundreds. They will watch so many YouTube videos, they will buy courses, they will learn, but when it actually comes to doing something, they won't do it. They'll say tomorrow, or I'll do product research later, or they will do a few hours of product research and then say it's too hard and then quit and not do it. Because guys, if you actually pursue something, whether it's literally anything, like I'm sure a lot of you went to college or to high school, and even though you didn't want to, you still did it, you were forced to, whichever means, but you still completed it some shape or form. You took the classes, you took the tests, maybe you failed at some, did good at others, but the thing is that when you were first born, even, you didn't know how to do anything. You didn't know how to walk, you didn't know how to talk, you didn't know how to do math. And then you're in high school and little by little your skills develop and you learn how to do things. And that's the same with anything in life. It's the same with any business model, it's the same with any program, any university, anything you do. So basically it all comes down to, what are you going to invest your energy into? Because for me, I really heavily invested my energy into college, and I wanted to be a physician, and I was doing really well at that. You know, I got good grades, I did well in my tests, I did a lot of volunteering, and it worked out because that's what I put my energy into. And then when I found FBA, I had absolutely no idea what it was about, and I started learning. And when I started doing things, I remember my first weeks of product research, I had no idea what I was doing. I would open the viral launch extension and I would look at the numbers and it would literally look like gibberish. And then at that moment I understood how different it is to just watch something as opposed it is to actually doing it for yourself. It seems like, honestly guys, when I watch the videos, it just seems so simple. That's why I was so enticed. I'm like, really? All you have to do is find a product within these margins, put a little creative aspect into it, launch it, use the launch service, get reviews. That it just seems so easy, but when you actually start doing it, it's not that way at all. It's actually quite difficult, and there's these tiny little things and bumps that come up that sometimes take days to resolve, and it seems like it's the end, but it's not. You seriously move through it. There's been so many bumps in the road of me doing something and learning new things in this business model, and then just saying things or thinking things like, wow, this is extremely difficult, I don't know how people do this, but you figure it out eventually. And that's with everything. You product research, after a few weeks, I remember it being so much easier, and I would be able to look at a product in 2 seconds and know that this is something that's, you know, something to get into, something not, something to look deeper into and do more research. It's like eventually you start noticing every little flaw and things just get easier. And it's not because things are necessarily easy, it's because you acquired skills. So that's the #1 reason people fail. It's not because they launch, in my opinion, if you launch even 100 products and they all fail, that's not failure, because failure only comes down to it when you say, you know what, this is fine, I'm gonna go back to my job, my 9 to 5, I'm gonna go back to working for someone else. If that's not what you want to do, like, that just kind of sucks, you know. But the thing is, it's like, even at your 9 to 5, when you first started, you didn't know how to do it, and then eventually you got trained and you got new skills, and it just becomes so much easier as time goes on. And the same with this. If you keep pursuing it, and if you actually do your product research and pull the trigger on that product, contact suppliers, actually get it in the warehouse and actually follow through, even with one product, even if it fails, just go through the whole process. Like, honestly, the worst you can lose is a few $1,000s, and honestly guys, that is not a major loss to take for having freedom of your life. Like, if it goes well, you have pretty much won everything, and you know that you can scale. And if it goes bad and it's a failed product and you're not making sales, there are ways to get rid of your inventory and make your money back. A, so technically you didn't even really lose the money, and B, you've just gained immense knowledge that you can use to put towards a different product. So you pick your battles and you pick where you want to invest your time into. But if you're really serious and if you want certain things for your life, then just investing that mind power and that energy and just, you know, looking past obstacles and continuing to persevere and push on and just be really, have the mentality of learning and that nothing is a failure and that it's just all knowledge that you gained, then you literally cannot fail. You know, you just have to have a vision for what you actually want and if it's worth it. And trust me guys, it is. So that's my take on things. I hope that this was helpful, and please subscribe to my channel and follow me on here, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will see you all in my next video.